All right, Peoria Blues and Heritage Festival back for Labor Day weekend. And when that festival shows up, our friend Mad Dog Manus always shows up too. And we're going to talk to him next because John and Nancy are still talking. Actually, we're at 100% less Nancy this time because she's on vacation right now. So sorry. I know that's why you show up.
That's why they call it the blues.
It's for
Can you believe, John, this is our 35th year of the Budweiser Peoria Blues and Heritage Music Festival?
I really can't. I mean, it just seems like time just, you blink your eyes and all of a sudden here we are. And the lineup of people who have played the festival on the riverfront over the years is staggering. I mean, it really is amazing how many people have come through Peoria to do this festival. And if you go to the website, which is officially...
We got a couple. You can go to jaytv.com. That's our official Jay Goldberg website.
Right.
And then pbhfest.com, which is the Peoria Blues and Heritage Music Festival direct.
But you can
get there either way.
There is a listing of all the acts that have played over the years on there, and I was just kind of scrolling through that going, holy cow. I mean, I was at a lot of those shows, but you forget... When you see it all in one lineup, it's really extraordinary.
I believe we're the oldest festival on the Peoria Riverfront. And here again, Jay, back in the day, and as I was telling Greg and Dan and Phil, in our business, Jay Goldberg is like the Walt Disney on that side, and I'm the Roy Disney. But he came up with this creative idea to create this and other festivals that we have all going on in other shows. And he was that guy. And still to this day, we're still there.
So it all starts August 29th, that's Friday, and then rolls through the 30th and all day on Saturday as well. Give me the particulars, first of all, just about where do I go, how do I get a ticket? Give me those things first.
Yeah, you can go to those websites and get the tickets. We have several different types of tickets, GA, 1 day, 2 day, both days, as well as the after party, which will be at Kenny's West Side. And on Friday, we have Brainchild. And on Saturday, the P-Funk All-Stars, which is, again, the band's all-star people in the market. And like you and I were just discussing, I don't think Peoria knows how many great musicians, you being one of them, on guitar, how many great musicians are in this community.
Well, it's a really rich musical history community. I mean,
really
performance is a big deal in Peoria. And,
very much so.
There are local bands that play during the course of this weekend, too.
Yes.
Which is always a great thing for me because you go and you see people you hang out with and then they're playing the big stage, which is fun.
Yeah. Let me highlight some of that. Here again, on Friday at 5 o'clock, doors open. Mm-hmm. We start on the Gateway stage with the Alice and Hannah Band. Here again, she is tremendous. Then we go to the Peoria Rhythm Kings, and then we end with Eric Bruce. And here again, these are artists that are in your market.
They're right here, right?
And they're just tremendous. And then on the main stage, as you and I were discussing, if you remember a few years ago, I had this unknown artist that was just starting to become big called Kingfish.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we've got another, and now he's just played the Illinois State Fair.
Wow, and now he's back.
Yeah, so fantastic. I got another one like that that's starting on the main stage on Friday. Taj Farrant.
Oh, wow. Okay, so before we get down the road into that, because I know you're really fond of that guy, so the festival always has big names, and like I say, you can scroll through there and see some big names, and nobody's bigger really in the blues and heritage kind of genre right now than Government Mule. I mean, they're kind of legendary, Government Mule.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing right here on the riverfront.
They could sell out the riverfront just by themselves.
Really cool. And then it's Buckwheat Zydeco's son. Is that his son?
Yes, who also, by the way, is a 2-time Grammy Award winner himself.
All right, so these names are very familiar to us, Government Mule and Buckwheat Zydeco, but give me like 3 artists that are in the lineup through the weekend this year that we probably don't, they're not household names like those guys, but we really should be in attendance and watch these folks play.
Taj Farrant.
Yeah.
Frank Bang.
Okay.
And Frank Bang, put it like this, Warren Haynes one time was going to produce one of Frank Bang's albums.
Wow.
And Warren got a call from Frank, and Frank said, I may not be able to do this album. And Warren said, why not? And he said, because I just got an offer to be the other guitar player in Buddy Guy's band.
Sorry, I can't be there.
Yeah. So
that's a pretty good offer.
Yeah. So those are the kind of guys that you may or may not heard of it in the blues community. These all guys are legendary. We've got Brandon Santini, one of the great harmonica players, and that's going to be at 1 o'clock on the main stage.
Okay.
And I'll run down the order here real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
But back down to that question you asked me.
Yeah.
This is at 2:30 in the afternoon on the main stage on Saturday. I got 3 legends that some people may have heard of, maybe not. Maurice John Vaughan, Freddie Dixon, which back down to his dad
Willie Dixon.
Was the yes, yes. And then John Watkins. They're all on major labels. But they're going to play at 2:30 on the main stage on Saturday, and then close and headline the Gateway stage on Saturday night at 8:30. But these are just legendary people. And here again, country people go see country bands, rock people go see rock bands, but and R&B does the same. But everybody goes to the blues because it's family friendly. There is something they're going to hear. They're going to go, that sounds like, and you go, yep, that guy who's in that band, who's got that superstar band, did that. And I'll give you a great example of that. The great Kenny Wayne Shepherd, who everybody knows, legend, he just did an album with Bobby Rush. And Bobby Rush was at our festival last year. So, again, it just all goes entwined.
Well, I tell you what, Jack, you and Jay, for 30 years, have brought the finest pedigree to that riverfront from the blues.
Well,
I mean, it really is. It's pedigree. When I talk about that, I mean, these are families that are still playing after generations, and guess where they keep coming back to? Right here. Because their dads played here.
Yeah. Here, another great example is, we have Bernard Allison coming every now and then, and, of course, his dad with Leusler. They both played the Blues Fest. We both have Ronnie and Lonnie Brooks play the Blues Fest. Ronnie Brooks, and Lonnie Brooks was, of course, their father, who has since passed on. Yeah. But, what you just said, John, in the blues genre, it is handed down from fathers to sons, from mothers to daughters. But again, it's a genre that everybody comes to, and everybody. That's why it's so family friendly. That's why we have the food vendors that we have plenty, and with all the vendors that just come to and show their wares. It is such a family friendly gig.
All right, well, bring the family and see the families play. How about that? So it's a Jay Goldberg Events and Entertainment, and Budweiser's involved in that, and it's the Peoria Blues and Heritage Festival. If it's Labor Day weekend, the Blues and Heritage Festival is happening, and you always know because Mad Dog rolls into town and starts causing trouble.
Yep,
So
every Friday we started at 5, and every Saturday we started at noon, and then they kick us out on Sunday.
And have you back the next year. Are there tickets available at the gate?
Yes,
okay,
always.
Okay,
we open the box office right, way before the doors. So come down, pick up a ticket. 1 day, 2 day. Remember the after parties at Kenny's, and if you get the VIP type of tickets, because we have all these different types, you get in free to the after parties with your VIP experience ticket.
All right, or get them in hand beforehand at PeoriaBluesAndHeritageFestival.com or JTV.com, and come out and enjoy the weekend. It's always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much for being here. And we will continue to promote all the great festivals that come to the Peoria Riverfront on this podcast, because if you keep listening, we'll keep talking. See you next time.